Hi, Leo. Welcome to This Is Your Sign, your January 2021 reading. My name is Michelle Kelly. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and you will be notified every time I do a video. I meditated and shuffled over your cards before I got started. Your first one was TikTok. Your next one is flexible and it's upside down, and your last card is time for a nap. So what these cards are saying are, first of all, TikTok. Like, you feel like you guys have to make stuff happen, and you don't. You don't have to make things happen. Whatever is meant for you is meant for you, and it will happen in the perfect amount of time. My one friend Avery used to say, he's now passed on, but he said, God is never in a hurry, but he's always on time. So I think you guys need to speed your process up and make it happen faster, or it's not going to happen. But this is saying to me, your next card is flexible and it's upside down. So you guys are learning how to be flexible, and maybe you weren't able to be flexible until now, and something had to happen to change your perspective. Maybe you were taken out of a job or out of a relationship, or something that you thought you had to force and make happen did not work out, and you're relearning. And I want to tell you guys, most people aren't flexible. Change is very difficult. It is very hard. And what we resist persists. So if you guys, you guys aren't going to break. You can bend and not break. It's okay to have certain things that you're not willing to, budge on. You know, certain things, your core beliefs, like you don't have to budge on that. But this is saying to me that you guys are being asked to do really hard stuff right now. And it's okay if it's not coming easy and natural to you. And, it's okay. Breathe. You're decompressing. And the next one is time for a nap. So what this is saying is God, the divine spirit, your higher power, your angel, your guides, whoever believe in, is giving you permission to take a step back and just relax and process what is going on. Maybe you guys had a really hard 2020. Who didn't? But you might have just gone into automatic, like a robot almost, and now it's starting to hit you. You guys, this is saying it's okay for you guys to breathe, to take a pause, and to rest. You're allowed. And because you guys are fire signs, heaven or hell, all or nothing, black or white, sometimes we cannot allow ourselves a break because you think you're being lazy or you're not doing enough. But sometimes when you are not able to give yourself a break, things happen. So you are forced to take a pause. And from what this is saying to me right now is you guys might have had to be forced to take a pause, and that's okay too, because maybe you weren't going to take one any other way, and this was like, you know what, God, the divine, the universe is telling you to slow down. And it's not easy for you guys, and it doesn't, you know what, it's okay if it's not easy. It's a practice. So what you can do is practice taking a rest. You don't have to do everything all at once by yourself on your own. You're exhausted. It's okay to be exhausted. It doesn't mean you're lazy, and it doesn't mean you're depressed. It means you're human, and it's time. It's time to cut yourself a little bit of slack. If you've been homeschooling your children, if you've been working from home. There's all kinds of things. The way 2020 has changed our life, and this is saying that you guys, even though it's a new year, a great way to start off is by taking care of yourself. It is not selfish. It is not wrong. It is necessary, and you need to start being kind to yourself. You guys are so kind to everybody else. This is saying, put the baseball bat away. You don't need it. All right. Sharing of yourself. It says, I am an incredibly generous human being. And you guys are incredibly generous. But the one thing you haven't been generous with is yourself. So this is God and the divine and spirit asking you, telling you, giving you permission to be generous to yourself. And it says, giving birth. I am bringing forth a new dynamic energy into the world. So you guys are either A, having a baby, in the process of trying to have a baby, or maybe you guys are starting a new project or have been working on an idea, or COVID has brought some things that happened to you that you're starting to redirect your thinking and starting to bring some of your ideas into fruition, or they're just being, you're in the beginning stages of them. But with the TikTok is, even if you are in the beginning stages of a new project, what is meant for you is meant for you, and you don't have to speed it up. You don't have to race it, and it will happen, and it doesn't have to happen right this second. The next one says, cherishing self. I accept and love myself. And there's a gift on this card because you guys are your own gift. And the gift of you is what the world needs to see. And if you are being kind and generous to everybody else but yourself, you're depleting yourself, and you are not coming from a well place. So this is saying you are allowed to cherish and take care of yourself. This is permission for that. And the next one is trusting your intuition. So this is saying my life is truly guided. So you are being guided by God, by spirit, by the divine, by universe, by source, by your angels, your guides, whoever you believe in. You are being divinely led. So this is asking you to start trusting your inner voice. That is your intuition. And as you learn to trust it, then you will be able to connect, to follow it. So you might get messages or feel it in your body when something's right for you or not right for you, and being able to listen to it and actually go with that. Between the listening and actually following through with that, there's a process in itself right there. You don't just hear your intuition and follow it. Chances are you have learned to ignore it or to push it down and learn to second guess and not trust yourself. But this is asking you to start trusting yourself, start listening to it, and you're going to be able to go with it more and more. But if you've been ignoring this and not trusting yourselves for a very long time, you don't just wake up one day, trust yourself, listen, move on, everything goes perfectly, everything goes smoothly, and nothing ever goes wrong. And everything is a learning experience, even learning to trust yourself. And so you guys, you're on that road. You're doing a great job. But you have done so much for everybody else. And this is just time for you guys to take a pause, reflect, rest, meditate, do yoga, all of the things that you probably got people gift cards for Christmas to do to take care of themselves, massages, all of the stuff that you would think for everybody else to do to be well. But this is saying, take your own advice. So the next one is Metamorphosis, and this is butterfly. So it says, trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. So this is saying cocoon. You're allowed to cocoon right now, okay, guys? Your process is happening. It's starting, and it's asking you just to trust the process. Easier said than done, by the way. The next one is awareness. And it says, pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. So you guys, a lot of times what happens is the picture doesn't change. Your perception of the picture changes. As your eyes start to open wider, as you start to get healthier, and as you start to heal, and some of the signs that you're on the right track, that you're on the right path, that the divine sees you. Feathers, pennies, dimes, seeing a special bird or plant, hearing a special song on the radio, having a truck go by with a sign on it that you needed to see, or going past like a church or a business that just happened to have a sign up and you're like, oh my God, was somebody making that for me? Yes, they were. It's for you. So these are just signs that the divine, the universe sees you guys. You're on the right track. Another thing is seeing triple digits. Seeing numbers on the clock, 111, 222, 333. These are all messages saying you're doing a great job. You're on the right path. We see you, we hear you, and we are here for you. And the next one is partnership, and it's a butterfly again. So you guys, it says learn to grow with others. Overcome obstacles by working together. Touch each other's hearts while life lasts. So this is saying you're partnering up with somebody, not just the divine, with other people. That's what makes life fun. And maybe you guys have been isolating and thinking like there's nobody to help you, or you have to do everything by yourself and on your own. And this is saying you don't have to. God wants you to have fun. And when you're in a partnership, relationship, business, doing projects with other people, it is a lot more fun. And this is saying your heart is starting to open. And that is such a beautiful thing. You guys are getting your wings and you're learning how to fly, and you're learning to trust that you're safe and you can fly. So Leo, happy January 2021. This is your sign, signing off.